Hey guys, it's Matt from Akuma Mods. I just wanted to do a real quick video here, just kind of pointing out something that even me, knowing a little bit about electronics and understanding the differences between lipos and nickel metal hydrate and charging circuits and what have you, I actually ended up blowing up this GPI case. It's a pretty simple mistake to make, but I just wanted to point this out because I don't want you guys making the same mistake. I seen some people posting about LiPo batteries, LiPo AA batteries. Now, while that's a great idea to get those because you can use a LiPo charging circuit with it, I want to stress and be very, very careful with these batteries. The reason being is I actually have two versions of LiPo batteries. I have these EBLs and I have these Kentleys, which are like, these are the two best that money can buy. Now, the thing is, if you read these, they say 3.7 volts on here. So when you come over to your case and you load these in, that's what's called loading in series. So when you have positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. So back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Okay? That is what's called in series. So when you load in those batteries, guess what? You are actually adding up that voltage. So it's not going to be 3.7 volts. It's going to be 3.7 plus 3.7 plus 3.7. So that's, roughly around 11 volts of electricity going through this board. Now, while it will power this, because I had this running for a good 5 to 10 minutes before it blew it up. And basically what it's going to do, you see right there, see that little divot? It's going to blow up your little power boost right there. That basically controls all the power regulation on the entire board. Now, I will say, if that does happen to you, it's not the end of the world. Find somebody who knows a lot about electronics because you can fix it with a power boost. You can add on a power boost to this and fix that. So it's not the end of the world, but that's probably something you don't want to come across. Now, going back to in series and parallel, when you run 3.7 volts in parallel, then it's 3.7 volts. So what that means is this would have to be positive on this side, and this would be negative all on this side. So you would have to actually have to switch around everything on this case in order for that to work properly. So if you are going to use 3.7 volts, that's really the only battery that you're going to be able to use is the LiPo ones, because if you go to put these in there, they're not going to work very well. They're not going to stack up the same way. So my suggestion, if you guys are going LiPo, get a battery that's rated at 1.5 volts. I don't know if you guys can see that right above my thumb fingernail. It says 1.5 volts. So these are special new batteries that I'm actually testing out for manufacturer, and these are USB plug-in ones. These are the new ones that are coming out. So when you guys do those in series, it's 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. That adds up to about 4.5 volts, roughly around there, give or take. Okay, so you're in good standing. So as long as you're under 5 volts, you're good. So again, this is why I'm trying to get with someone and develop a nickel metal hydrate NiCad charging circuit instead of a LiPo circuit, because these are very readily available anywhere in most stores. I can buy them at Walgreens, I can buy them at Best Buy, I can buy them at Target, Walmart, wherever you may be. These came from IKEA, and I can leave the case as is, and I can use a charge circuit and charge this all. So I'm still working on some things and seeing if we can get it through. But more or less the point of this video is try to do some research before you go ahead and purchase the wrong items. Now, Obviously, like I said, I have 3.7 volts, and these are 3.7 volts. These are 1.5. So the 1.5 will work in here, but if you do 3.7, you have to change this to all positive, all negative. If not, you will end up blowing up this board, that little chip specifically. Okay? Again, it's not the end of the world if you end up blowing this up, but I just want to caution everybody so that you don't have to end up spending extra money and then having to purchase a power boost, which sometimes is not easily purchasable through Amazon or eBay locally or whatever it may be. So that way, that will keep you guys from having to do extra work, spending extra money, what have you, and, you know, potentially destroying your case. So thankfully it stopped right there, and the case is basically dead at this point. I'm probably going to end up reviving this, but I do have an extra board that I'm just going to throw in there and replace it with right now. But that's more or less the point of this video, is to stress that when you guys are getting Lipo AA batteries, be very, very careful about what you are buying. These are 3.7 volts. These are 3.7 volts. What you want to look for are ones that are 1.5 volts. I know someone had posted up Tena volts. They're called TENAVOLTS or Z. Those are 1.5 volts. So those are okay using the stock setup that's in series. So otherwise, you got to do it in parallel, which is all positive, all negative. Otherwise, you're going to end up doing the same thing that I did and blowing up your case, and you're going to be very disappointed in yourself about it. So, but yeah, I just wanted to give that little short video for you guys, and you know, just wanted to make sure that everybody understood the difference between the in parallel, in series, and the difference between a 3.7 volt and a 1.5 volt, and basically what can happen if you don't do your research. And like I said, even me, who knew that he was doing it, it's late at night. I took these ones out and I put my EBLs in, and I didn't think twice about how much voltage I was putting through there. So it's very simple to even mix those up, because I have so many different rechargeable batteries here that I've been testing out over the time. So yeah, just do your research, guys. I don't want you to be blowing up boards, because that'll definitely take you out of the GPI case game 100%. So have a good day. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to like and subscribe.